You know what? There's glare no matter where I shoot at. So we got these little glare spots here. See them here? Can't control that. Oh, maybe if I open the trunk it will. Can you tell I'm an art director? Thank you, God. All right, so we are at the end of the trip, and you're only allowed to have a quarter tank or less when you go into Mecum. So we're very close to getting close to the hotel. We're about 60 miles away. That's close after driving 2,400. So I am on E right now with the gas. So I'm going to put the rest of this gas. This is about 4.5 gallons, I guess I have in here. I'm going to put it into the car because I don't know what I'm going to do with the gas can. Maybe I'll make it a gift for somebody that's a local in Florida. Because I'm not going to be able to take this on the plane. Because we're selling this car. You hear me? I'm stuck into my gut. If I'm showing a gut, it's because I'm 55. I can't help it. And you're right. I can't remember the person that told me how much of a pain in the neck this little nozzle is, but it's a pain in the neck. It's safety stuff. So you got to push in a little red clicker like that, and then stick it in the hole. Pain in the neck. But 4.5 gallons is going in. This should bring her up to about quarter tank. We'll drive 60 miles, 50 miles a gallon, 2 gallons of gas, 2 gallons will be left. We'll be able to drive around a little bit in Florida tomorrow, get her cleaned up, set up the arrangements for putting her into the auction. This is your last chance, guys. She drove the entire way without issue. Even killed a rodent and is okay. I mean, I'm totally impressed with this car. They're selling them with rusty bottoms and no work on them for like $30,000. $30,000. This thing's got a perfect bottom, new shocks, rebuilt C6. The whole underside's been done. You saw the photograph in the little photo session I did with her. Whole engine compartment, the engine's detailed. Yeah, there's some cracks. There's some cracks on the deluxe doors where the armrests are. Can't avoid that. A little bit of rust on the upper trim where the convertible top must have been leaking for a while before. Well, I'm firm. I mean, bottom line, bottom dollars, in my opinion, is 30 grand for this car. It's rare. Yes, I'll acknowledge it's not the most popular body style, but I love these cars. I love the 71 and 73s. I love the fastbacks. I love the convertibles. Coupes, sorry guys, not so much. But this is a strong, solid car. It just went 2,400 miles, almost. 2,340. I got 60 miles left. But solid. And what more can I say? If you want to buy it, call me now. It's going to Mecum. It's going over the block. I'm not sure what Peter's going to do. I don't know if he's going to do reserve or if he's going to go no reserve, which I'll be like sweating. It's no reserve. But that decision hasn't been made yet. We're going to make that decision soon. So if you like a 73, if there's some special meaning to a 73 convertible to you, this is a solid car that you can just get in, cruise around, drive around, fix the little pieces, little imperfections that it's got. This trunk lid's not adjusted right, but it won't adjust, and it's a Ford, so it's typical. It doesn't always fit. You know, Shelby didn't fit his stuff either. But then again, that was a whole other story of fiberglass. This long explanation of a guy putting gas into a very solid 73. It's going to auction. Is doing a plea. Buy her. Offer like, well, I don't know what you're going to offer, but she's definitely bottom line worth 30, because I see other cars asking 30 and selling for 30. Rusty bottoms, restoration project. This whole bottom side, interior, C6 rebuild, all that. No leaks on the car. None. Does she have a little smoke? Yeah, she's got a little smoke. We didn't rebuild the motor, but she's strong. I'm like cruising at 70. I'm like, all right, I'll hit it, see what happens. Boom, right up to 90. 73 suspension gets a little floaty at those speeds. And this is all bone stock. New shocks, ball joints. There's 141 videos on this car. On this car. I'm just like amazed. I'm like gonna get in and drive it. I know what I can do. Told Peter, I said, hey, Mecum doesn't work out, I'll drive her back to Jersey. I'll take her to another auction or I'll sell her. She's a solid car. She's almost concours with the exception of the rims and the radiator. The radiator's a better radiator, four core. And yeah, she gets 15 miles to a gallon. Whatever. When you've got one of these cars, you're not worried about gas mileage. And she's a V8, you know what I mean? 351 Cleveland. What the heck is wrong with this thing? What did I do? I tweaked it. I pushed it too hard and I got it sideways there. I'll fix this. I'll get the rest of the gas in here and then I'm back on the road. I'm gonna sleep for a while. I'm gonna wake up in the morning, gonna deal with the paperwork, gonna clean her up. You'll be with me for the ride. I'll find out what the best time to put her in. If it's tomorrow or if it's the next day, she's on the block on the 8th. If you don't call me and buy her now, make an offer where you're going to have to spend $200 or $500 to bid, and you don't know what she's going to go for. And we don't know if Peter's going to do no reserve or he's going to let me do a reserve. I want a reserve. I want a reserve. I do. With an auction, you just don't know what you're going to get. You need two guys that have a special meaning to this car. They can afford to bid against each other to have a good auction on a car. One bidder, no bueno. No bueno. Solid, solid. She's a solid Ford. I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. No issues. No issues. No issues. Do I need to say any more? No, I don't think so. It's 2:13 in the morning a.m. It's the 4th of January, and this epic journey is almost coming. Well, it's not going to come to an end until the 8th. The epic journey is over when this car goes over the block. Will she sell? I don't know. It's up to Peter, I guess. But I'm representing him, and I'm going to do the best I can to get the value for what this car is worth. Because we know it's worth something. I think it's worth a lot. I hope you do too. Thanks for listening to me pontificate. I don't know where to get the energy, man. I'm 55 and I feel like a 21-year-old today. I get excited about these cars. And I get excited about hanging out at the auctions with all the people. It's a lot of fun. It's fun, but these are our toys. I mean, it's a good car. Okay, I'm done.